Hi, Eric from Northland Public Library here. Today, I want to talk a little bit about online banking. And let me just get into a little PowerPoint presentation, bear with me here, that I created to help us get some ideas of what we're talking about here. So, that's us. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how to know if an online bank is legitimate. And this is important. So we're doing this in conjunction with Financial Literacy Month, which is April. And in the Computer Center here at Northland Public Library, we like to deal with the tech aspects of financial literacy. And we want to talk a little bit about making sure that the online banks that we are using and the online financial institutions are indeed legitimate. And that's something very important that we can all all use these days. So the first thing we want to talk a little bit about are web addresses. Look for HTTPS, and you can see this example I gave here, this little lock, and it's got HTTPS. S is important. That means secure, and it's part of a web design protocol that means that what is on that website is encrypted. Encryption is important. It's another safeguard for you so that people can't easily get to your financial information, your financial records, and your money. That's something you definitely want in your bank. So you want to see that S. Now, some web browsers don't show the S, the HTTP, www, all that stuff. You'll see here, I took a little screen cap of just a bnymelon.com from a Chrome browser, and it's just got the little lock there. You see the little lock icon. Well, that lock is important. If you click on that lock, you can see here in the example, it illustrates that the connection is secure and it's got a valid security certificate. If it had a little circle with an X in it, a red X, that would mean that it wasn't a secure site. If it had a circle with an I in it, that's incomplete information and they're not sure. So it's really worth looking at whenever you check out a bank's website. Look just at the most basic stuff. Look at the web address. That's always going to help you out here. The next thing I want to talk a little bit about is that domain name. Look carefully. Note the spelling. Is it Mellon? That's not how you spell Mellon Bank, right? Little things like that. Scams often use that. My colleague Alexis has a great video up about phishing scams, and the example there was an email from PayPal, but PayPal is spelled Paipal. That's not right. But if you're looking quickly or you're looking on a phone where it's very small, those types of things can slip by you. So be careful, right? Be careful. Note the spelling. Also, note the domain, the very last part of the web address. .com, .org, .net, .ca, .uk. What do all those mean? .bank. I've actually seen financial institutions, legitimate ones, that have a .bank at the end. So look those up and make sure that whatever you're seeing is legitimate and that you know what it means. If it's just two letters, those are often a country code like UK, US, CA for Canada. Maybe the institution that you're looking at is based somewhere else in the world. And if that's an issue for you, where are the branches and that kind of thing, maybe that's something you need to look at. So look at the domain name. That's also very important. Contact information. Can't stress this enough. When you scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, you should see a contact us link. You'll see the example that I pasted here from just a random bank I found online. They go one step further and show you a map of the local area where all the branches are located. You can view locations. I can't stress enough how important it is to have multiple ways to contact the financial institution. Email is great. Look for a phone number. And when you call that phone number, can you actually get a person on? That's really important. Yeah, it may go through the automated press 1 for this, press 2 for that. Those are pretty standard, but can you actually get to a real person? And third, are there physical locations? And if these banks are local to you, can you get to them and go inside? Check that out. Look for multiple ways to contact a bank. Very important. You'll see another example here that I pulled from just a random search of a bank. Not only does it have a telephone, it's got useful links to contact the bank, where are their ATMs. It talks about being an FDIC member, which we're going to talk about in a little while. That's important. Lost or stolen credit or debit cards. There are numbers here and ways to communicate with the financial institution. That's really important. You don't want to be stuck out there with no way to get in touch with these folks. All right. FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Whenever you're scanning around online and you're looking for a bank, look for this logo. You see the blue one up here, the FDIC. That means that the deposits in the bank are insured. And if anything goes wrong with that bank or that financial institution, you can have some recourse to getting your savings back. That's very important. If you're looking at online credit unions, you're going to want to look for the NAFCU, the National Association of Federally Insured Credit Unions. NAFICU. I'm sorry, I forgot the I there. Federally Insured Credit Unions. So you've got two different ones here. The logo for the FDIC is right here, and the logo for the NAFCU with the Capitol Dome is right there. Make sure you take a look at those. Very important. Professional look. We all know that a website can look very slick and look very impressive and be fake or have no information. That's true. Often, however, fakes have tells. Look carefully. Spelling counts. Once again, things like the domain name, things within the articles, things on the page. Are they spelled correctly? Is the grammar correct? Design matters. Remember, this is supposed to be a financial institution, a business that's worth a lot of money. Do they have a public-facing website with a bunch of articles and it's all cluttered up and things are going off the side of the page and you can't read it? If so, that throws up a flare to me to say, this may not be legitimate. This may not be legitimate. Professional look does count in this case. Look carefully. Another thing I want to talk a little bit about are deals. Free trials, free gifts, prepaid credit cards. If it's too good to be true, that's exactly right. It's too good to be true. And remember, you're a smart person. You're out there navigating the world every day. Use your common sense here. If it's too good to be true, it is. Don't be taken in by something that's just so fantastic and you can't imagine. Do your due diligence. Buyer beware, right? Look up anything that has a great deal or a free trial and see what the real deal is with it. Maybe even try to contact the institution if you have questions about it. Any reputable institution will gladly tell you about a promotion that they're offering and be very upfront about when it ends or all of those types of things. Okay? So buyer beware. You got this. You can do this. You just have to be careful. Finally, reviews. Go to a legitimate source and look at the reviews of any financial institution online that you are thinking about. The two examples I have here, the Better Business Bureau, the BBB, you see the little torch logo, and Consumer Reports, the green CR. These are two very reputable ways to look up reviews of financial institutions, and we highly recommend that you do that, doing your due diligence. Do the research that is required here, okay? So let's review. Check out those web addresses. Look at the domain name. Check the contact info. Have multiple ways to get in touch with them. Make sure that it's FDIC insured. Make sure that whatever you're looking at, whatever you're thinking about dealing with, has a professional look. Be wary of deals that are too good to be true, and check out reputable reviews via places like the Better Business Bureau and Consumer Reports. Well, we hope that this helps you, and we hope that it gives you a little bit, a couple more tools in your toolbox to check out online services that are reputable and reasonable, and can help you do what you need to do financially. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with us here at the Northland Public Library Computer Center. You can always do that by emailing us at nplcomp@einetwork.net. That's nplcomp@einetwork.net. You can also give us any suggestions you have for future videos. There are a bunch of helpful videos on this page, not only about financial institutions and online safety, but other things about library tools, the resources that we have to offer there as well. So don't hesitate to get in touch. Once again, nplcomp@einetwork.net is the best way to get in touch with us. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.